Hello Aries, welcome to your December 2018 forecast. So this month we've got quite a few interesting things happening for you. Starting on the 3rd of the month, we've got Venus coming into your 8th house here and joining Mercury, which is retrograde, until the 7th. So Venus into your 8th house. This could be very good for any kind of investment, any kind of business partnership. You might get some good news about a spouse's or your partner's financial situation. If they've been looking for a job, they may find it, or a bonus or a raise or a salary. But it certainly bodes well for any kind of financial agreement. It could be something to do with insurance, it could be a grant, or any type of investment. It's also wonderful for really getting into astrology, for those of you that like astrology, or tarot, or crystals, or anything in the healing arts, and anything to do with psychology, and anything also to do with investigating your sexuality. And really bringing that passion out into your life. So on the 7th of the month, Mercury going direct. So then after the 7th, good time, you can begin to sign contracts. Technological things should get a little easier, although they do always have their blips. And also travel arrangements should also get a little easier, despite the holiday season. Now on the 7th of the month, we've got a lovely new moon happening here in your 9th house, joining the Sun and Jupiter. This is wonderful for travel, for planning a trip, going somewhere new, for connecting with international connections, far and wide. It's good for international business. It's wonderful for publishing anything. It's very good for languages, if you want to learn a language. And it's also really good for teaching, for sharing information. You may also find that you deepen your spiritual journey at this time. Your soul takes you into some new career, maybe. Maybe you do something on the side that gives you great pleasure, that builds up into your main career eventually. And on the 13th of the month, we've got Mercury joining the party in this 9th house. And so this is really good for writing, any kind of communications. If you want to teach an online seminar, a webinar, if you want to go to a webinar, if you want to come to any of my Learn Astrology webinars, this would be really good with all those planets in the 9th house. And so we've got Mars, your ruler, in the 12th all month. So it's going to be important for you to do some physical exercise, to do some physical movement if you can. Because otherwise the emotions sometimes can get stuck inside. So unless you're very vigilant and you're aware of what's irritating you and bothering you from time to time, okay, but if you can do some physical exercise just to blow off a little bit of steam, Aries, even if it's just a walk, that would be really good for you. And on the 22nd of the month, we've got a full moon happening in your 4th house. So this can bring up some things to do with family, your environment. You might want to change your home in some way. You might want to move home. You might be moving home. But certainly this full moon can bring some changes and a feeling maybe of wanting to create more stability for yourself to do with your home situation. So it's this pull between career, which many of you take very seriously, and here this emotional need for gentleness, for security, for a feeling of soothing, of nurturing. That's going to be very important at this holiday time for you. On the 22nd, the sun comes into the 10th house, shining a light on your work, your career, what you want to do in the world, and really asking you to shine your light wherever you go. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't have to be an important meeting. You could just be standing in line, waiting in the post office, and you can shine your light of well-being and goodness and awareness. So it's everything about becoming more consciously aware. There's all this going on at the top of the chart. Your consciousness, your awareness, noticing what's going on around you more and more. And at the same time, really nurturing yourself and soothing yourself if your emotions do get a little jangled. As it is, of course, this holiday season, this can happen. Maybe people around you are a little jangled, and just make sure that you're not picking up on that or taking things too personally. And on the 1st of next year, Mars goes into your sign, really powering you on. So I've got all kinds of special things that new things I'm offering at this New Year time. Musical offerings, paintings, art, cards, all kinds of things. So you may want to have a personal reading. But I suggest if you're interested, you might want to check out my website, yourastrologysigns.com. And I want to thank you so much, to so many of you, for all your support during the year, for your comments, your emails, your messages, for listening live with me, and for all your encouragement. I so enjoy being with you and sharing the magic of astrology. I wish you a great December and a wonderful holiday season if that's when you are celebrating. Bye for now.